Welcome to an Xcel Outdoor blog update. My name is AJ Dudek and I'm the director of Xcel Outdoors at Appleton Alliance Church. And I just wanted to share some thoughts with you guys today as I'm out on the lake chasing some bluegills and largemouth with the fly rod. And so over the last couple of weeks, it's been really exciting to kind of see what God has been teaching me, and I want to share that with you guys today. The book of James is great. It's one of my favorite books, and the first chapter really touches on how do we deal with traumatic things in life, stressful, anxious times, times where we're kind of feel disconnected from God, suffering seasons, whether it's loss of family or difficult spouse relationships or your kids. And one of the great things about that first chapter is that James really hits on and really teaches us to be quick to listen. And it's something that I am challenged with daily with my kids and my wife as I grow older and learning how to be more patient with them. And slow to speak, the attitude of, hey, let's think before we talk. Oftentimes in stressful situations we react emotionally. And we say things we regret. We say things we didn't mean. I know when I've been stressed out in my life, or if I've had tough job situations, or my kids aren't listening to me, I often can get angry and get frustrated. And not that that's a bad thing. It's just that I need to step back, slow down, and figure out the right biblical way to approach those situations. And so if you guys have time this week or next week, take a look at James chapter 1, read through it. It'll give you some good context. But I want to encourage you guys to be good listeners and to speak well with those around you and encourage each other. Welcome to In the Field with Xcel Outdoors. We're out today in northeastern Wisconsin chasing largemouth bass with the fly rod. And I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what kind of gear we use, what kind of flies we use to do that. Fly fishing is one of those things where it's extremely exciting. It's kind of like the bow hunting of the hunting world. And so we get to sight fish for these if the water's clear, and bluegills will eat the flies that we're tossing as well. And so I'm just going to talk to you about the gear that I have that I like. And this is gear that you guys can get over at Tight Lines Fly Fishing Company in De Pere. And Charlie or Tim or Nate can help you out picking out those items. First of all is a good rod. I've got a 9-foot 8-weight rod. This is a guide rod of mine. It's made by Ross Worldwide. Reason being was we throw bigger flies. We throw flies, oftentimes big poppers like this foam slider. We throw sinking flies with big lead eyes or tungsten eyes that are going to sink. And so being able to do that in the wind is essential. And having a reel with a good drag, this happens to be a Ross CLA number 4, something that you're going to be able to throw well into the wind and present accurately. And we're pulling back bait fish patterns. We're fishing varieties of flies like this. They're going to cause real live action in the water. And so we're going to get out there and toss some flies out today. I normally use, with my fly rod setup, a floating line, an 8-weight line that matches the rod, so that when you're casting, everything is balanced well. And then I'll use about a 9-foot or 10-foot bass leader. Scientific Anglers makes a great one. Rio makes a nice bass leader. And so I happen to use the Scientific Angler stuff. I really like it. I've got a Magnum taper floating fly line on here. It's got a big, nice front taper on it that's going to be able to turn over your leader well and accurately. Some of the things that I like having in the boat, I've got a variety of boat boxes, stuff like this here where I can keep my flies in, easy access, and they float, which is great. I like to have a pair of good nippers or hemostats. You can pay $5 or $60, something that's going to be able to cut through thicker mono, even tiger wire. For pike in the spring, because you don't want to be losing your bass flies on pike all the time. And I carry a good net with me. This is just a nice wooden net made by Wolf Moon here in Wisconsin, and you can pick these up at Tight Lines as well if you're out fishing. You can use these for pike, for smallmouth, carp, or even our migratory fish, steelhead and brown trout in the spring and fall of the year. and then good company, obviously. And so just a little quick peek at that. And yeah, feel free to visit tightlinesflyfishingcompany.com for any details there, or give me a shout at the church. Send me an email at adudek@appletonalliance.org, and I can answer any smallmouth fishing or largemouth fishing questions you may have with the fly rod. All right, get outside. God bless. Largemouth bass love bait fish patterns, and we fish a lot of different styles of them. This fish took a Murdich minnow. We're going to get him back in the water, and we'll keep fishing.